Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings shares with fans one of his dreams for when he becomes a longtime host of the ABC trivia game show. Ken has been hosting Jeopardy since 2021. Ken Jennings is sharing a Jeopardy! Dream that he wants to achieve in the future. The Jeopardy! Host took to his Instagram on Friday, August 29, to share with fans that he wants to use the backstage label maker in hopes that he'll have the opportunity when he reaches a certain number of years at the ABC trivia game show. Ken posted a photo of the label maker, in it printing out the label, Jeopardy! Wardrobe. He captioned the post, really hoping to host Jeopardy! Long enough that they let me play with the backstage label maker. Ken has been hosting Jeopardy! Since January 2021, following the death of Alex Trebek in November 2020. Before Ken became the official solo host in December 2023, he was co-hosting with actress mayim Bialik. The 51-year-old has a history with Jeopardy! And it started when he was a contestant in 2004. But Ken was more than a contestant as he secured the title of a Jeopardy! Champion who has broken records. According to the leaderboard of legends, he is ranked number 1 with the most consecutive games won with 74 and has the highest winnings, regular season play, with $2,520,700. He also went on to participate in different Jeopardy! Tournaments and specials, such as one in 2011, where he faced off against Watson, the AI IBM computer, along with another notable Jeopardy! Champion, Brad Rutter. Ken also recently revealed on his Instagram how many ties make up his tie collection for Jeopardy! The joint post, with the official Jeopardy! Instagram, was shared on Tuesday, September. It included a video of the author giving fans a behind-the-scenes look into his wardrobe, specifically his ties. Ken captioned the post, "This is Ken's tie tour, Jeopardy! S version, #Jeopardy!" In the beginning of the video, Ken makes a reference to a famous catchphrase from the early 200s reality TV show, MTV Cribs, "I'm Ken Jennings, and this is my crib." He was dressed in a navy blue suit, a blue button-down, and a pinkish-purple pattern tie. As he opens the door to the dressing room, he showcases his whole collection of ties which varied in color and patterns. He shouted out Steven Zimmelman, who was Alex's wardrobe guy, and works with Ken now. Ken said that there are about 220 ties in the dressing room. He shared that he loves a floral tie and that he and Steve also love paisley. Ken also showed viewers the tie Bible, which has all the ties scanned in a binder so they can have a reference for them. He further disclosed that the show has tuberwares of Alex's era ties and they have codes for them, which they label with his initials, @. Ken said it was very special to have those ties. Jeopardy! Comes back for its 42nd season on September 8, 2025. When Ken Jennings was first introduced to American audiences back in 2004 as a trivia powerhouse on Jeopardy!, few could have predicted just how central he would become to the show's long-term future. Jennings' legendary 74-game winning streak not only cemented him as one of the greatest players in game show history, but it also transformed him into a household name. Nearly 2 decades later, Jennings has transitioned from player to host, carrying the torch for a program that has been a cultural institution for more than 40 years. Now, as Jennings settles deeper into his hosting role, he has begun speaking candidly about the personal milestones he hopes to achieve in this new chapter of his career. For Jennings, the goal isn't merely about ratings or awards, it's about carving out his own legacy while staying true to the spirit of the show and its late, great host, Alex Trebek. From contestant to cultural icon, Ken Jennings' journey with Jeopardy! Is already the stuff of legend. His 74 consecutive victories remain the longest winning streak in the show's history, a feat that has yet to be seriously challenged. Along the way, he amassed more than $2.5 million in winnings and became a trivia celebrity in his own right. But Jennings was never just a contestant who got lucky. His sharp wit, calm presence, and playful sense of humor made him stand out. Those qualities would later make him a natural candidate when Jeopardy! Needed someone to step into Trebek's enormous shoes after his passing in 2020. While other celebrities and guest hosts came and went, Jennings emerged as the steady, trusted face of the franchise. His bond with both the audience and the players felt authentic because it was authentic. After all, Jennings had literally stood where the contestants stood, sweating under the lights, gripping the buzzer, and feeling the adrenaline rush of Final Jeopardy. The achievement Jennings wants as host. In recent interviews, Jennings has made it clear that he doesn't simply want to be seen as the former champion who became host. He has bigger aspirations for what his tenure means to the show and its future. The achievement he has set his eyes on is longevity. Jennings has openly said that he would like to host Jeopardy for decades, perhaps even matching or surpassing Alex Trebek's legendary run of 36 years. While he admits no one can truly replace Trebek, Jennings sees value in stability and tradition. "I think one of the great strengths of Jeopardy over the years was that it felt like home. Alex was always there, the game was always the same, and that consistency mattered to people. My goal is to be here long enough that I can give the same sense of stability to the audience," Jennings shared in a recent sit-down. It's not about ego for Jennings, it's about stewardship. He recognizes that the show is bigger than any one person, even its host. But if he can shepherd Jeopardy through the next few decades with dignity and consistency, he believes that will be his true contribution, carrying Trebek's legacy forward. For Jennings, the shadow of Alex Trebek looms large, but not in an intimidating way. Instead, it serves as a guiding light. Trebek hosted Jeopardy with intelligence, compassion, and humor, and Jennings has often said he feels a responsibility to keep that tradition alive. Fans have noticed how Jennings subtly honors Trebek. He doesn't try to imitate him, but he mirrors the qualities that made Trebek beloved: respect for the contestants, a steady hand in moderating the game, and just the right balance of warmth and authority. Alex never made the game about himself, it was always about the players and the material, Jennings explained. "That's something I want to carry on for as long as I'm here." This philosophy ties directly into the achievement Jennings seeks. If he can host for decades with humility and consistency, then he will have honored Trebek's memory in the best way possible, not by copying him, but by maintaining the spirit of what Jeopardy represents. The pressure of hosting America's quiz show. Jennings is the first to admit that being the host of Jeopardy is no small task. The role requires juggling multiple responsibilities, managing the fast-paced flow of the game, guiding nervous contestants, reading clues with clarity and precision, and keeping the atmosphere welcoming for viewers at home. And then there's the scrutiny. Every word he says, every joke he cracks, and every reaction shot is dissected by millions of loyal fans. Jennings has joked that he feels like he's still being graded every night, only this time it's by an entire country instead of a game board. Yet, he thrives under this pressure. His experience as a contestant helps him empathize with players, while his years in the public eye have trained him to stay poised in front of cameras. For Jennings, the pressure isn't a burden, it's a motivator. It fuels his determination to stay in the role long enough to achieve the longevity he craves. The audience connection. A big part of why Jennings' goal feels attainable is his connection with the audience. Fans see him as one of their own. He was once the wide-eyed contestant chasing trivia glory, and now he's the guide helping others live that same dream. That relatability has built trust. Many longtime viewers have admitted that they tune in every night not just for the game, but also for Jennings' humor and warmth. He has managed to inject his personality into the role without overshadowing the format. That balance is rare in television, and it's a major reason why Jennings has been able to settle so naturally into the host's chair. If Jennings can maintain that connection for years to come, his dream of being the long-term face of Jeopardy seems entirely realistic. What the future holds. Looking ahead, Jennings has expressed excitement about Jeopardy's ongoing evolution. The show has introduced spin-offs like Jeopardy! Masters and Celebrity Jeopardy!, both of which Jennings has hosted. These projects not only expand the brand but also allow Jennings to grow alongside it. Still, his heart remains with the flagship show. That's where his focus lies, and that's where he hopes to build his legacy. Jennings has said he imagines himself years from now, still walking onto the stage, still greeting contestants, and still reading clues that challenge America's sharpest minds. If I can look back in 20 or 30 years and say that I was here for a whole generation of viewers, that would be the achievement I'm most proud of, Jennings reflected. Ken Jennings' path from contestant to host is already unprecedented in game show history. But for Jennings, the journey is far from complete. His ultimate achievement isn't measured in dollars, ratings, or awards, it's measured in time. By aiming for longevity, Jennings hopes to provide Jeopardy with the same stability and comfort that Alex Trebek gave audiences for decades. It's an ambitious goal, but one that fits perfectly with Jennings' unique role in the franchise. If he succeeds, future generations of viewers may grow up knowing Jennings as their face of Jeopardy, just as earlier generations knew Trebek. And for Ken Jennings, that would be the ultimate prize.